In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I combine 3 indicators to create a high probability winning strategy. I'm also going to be sharing with you the settings of all those indicators, what I always see in the market before I trigger a trade, the candle time frame I always use, and the expiration time I always set anytime I'm using this strategy. Everything I'm going to be dishing it out right here on this video. If you are seeing our videos for the first time, and if at the end of this video you enjoy the content and you find it valuable, do ensure you subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so you miss any of our amazing videos. As a reminder, everything I'm going to be sharing on this video is based on my experience with the market. I'm just a trader, I'm not a financial advisor. So if you have to take any financial decision, do ensure you consult your financial advisor. So right here on the chart, I'm going to be making use of 3 indicators. I'm going to come over to the indicators section right here, and I'm going to be using the Bollinger Band indicator, the CCI indicator, and 1 moving average. These are the 3 indicators I'm going to be using. So the settings of my Bollinger Band indicator, I'm going to be setting the period to be 14, and the deviation I'm going to be setting it as 2. Right here on the style level, I'm going to be taking out the middle section, while the top section I'm going to be setting it as green, and I'm going to be using it on 2 pixels. At the bottom section, I'm going to be using it as red color, and I'm going to be turning it into 2 pixels. So while in the background section, I'm going to be turning it into white and kind of bring it back just like this, so at least I can have a very nice chart right here. You can see what we have right at this particular point. With our moving average, it comes with a period of 5. I'm going to set this as 5, while the moving average, you're going to be setting it as SMA. Right here on the style level, I'm going to be using a green color as well, and I'm going to be using it on 2 pixels. So when I'm done, I just click on save. So with my CCI, I'm going to be using the period of 7. I'm going to turn this to 7. Right here on my style level, at the main line, I'm going to be turning it into a green color. I'm going to be using it on 2 pixels. While the background, I'm going to be setting it to be white as well. I'll leave the opacity just like this. At the 100% level, I'm going to be using it as a green color, and I'm going to be using it on 2 pixels, while the minus 100% I'm going to be using it on red and also 2 pixels. So when I'm done, I just click on save. So these are just the settings of the indicators. So with this strategy, I'm going to be trading it on 15 seconds candle time frame, and I'm going to be using the normal Japanese candlestick. Not only that, I'm going to be trading this strategy on 1 minute. Hope you're getting it right. So this is how the strategy works. If I want to go for a sell opportunity in the market, what I always consider is that the market has to be rejecting from the upper side of the Bollinger Band right here, and I have to be seeing a consistency of a candlestick. And the reasons why I'm actually making use of the moving average is that it tends to give me the confirmation of the directions of the market. So right here, when the moving average line is giving me a downside direction and the candlestick is below it, it tends to give me a good confirmation that okay, the market is pretty much ready to go on a downside direction. The next thing I also considered is my CCI indicator. So the CCI indicator has to be moving from the overbought condition going towards a downside direction to confirm the trade entry before I trigger a trade. The same thing in the case of a buy trade. What I also need to put into consideration is that I really need to ensure I found a consistency of a candlestick. Not only that, the candlestick has to be moving from the oversold condition of the Bollinger Band indicator. So immediately I was able to see that, then I confirm my entry with my moving average. It has to be giving me an upside direction into the market with a consistency of a candlestick alongside with my CCI indicator moving from the oversold condition going towards an upside direction before I take a trade. So for you to better understand what I'm trying to say right here, I'm going to go into the market right away. When I find an opportunity, I'm going to come right here and explain to you what you need to see before you enter a trade. So right here, I find a good opportunity. Let me enter position right at this particular point. So the reasons why I'm taking a trade right here is that first and foremost, I'm able to see a rejection of candlestick from this particular point right here. You can see right at this particular level, I'm able to see the rejection of candlestick. Then for me to really confirm the trade entry, I also need to see the consistency of a candlestick moving towards an upside direction, and it has to be above the moving average line to confirm that the market is pretty much ready to go in an upside direction. Not only that, if you could see my CCI indicator, it is giving me a clear move towards an upside direction. The market is moving from the oversold condition going towards an upside direction, which gives me a very good indication that the market is pretty much ready to go towards an upward direction. And right at this particular point, I make my first win right in the market. So this strategy works both on OTC and on real market, and what I always consider is the consistency of a candlestick, making sure that your candlestick are pretty much consistent and they are actually above the moving average to confirm the direction of the markets. Then considering your CCI indicator, which has to be moving from the oversold condition going towards an upside direction before I take a trade. I hope you're getting it right. So right away guys, I'm going to go into the market for another trade opportunity. So right here guys, I'm also finding another good opportunity for a buy trade. I'm going for trade position right at this particular point. And one of the reasons why I take a trade right at this particular point is that you can see right here there are rejection of candlestick towards an upside direction, and you can see the consistency of a candlestick which I have right at this particular level, which gives me very good confirmation to take a trade. Not only that, you can see the candlestick is above the moving average line, which also gives me a very clear indication to take a trade. Aside from that, also my CCI indicator is moving from the oversold condition going towards an upside directions, which also confirm my trade entry. I hope you're getting it right. So right here we have 16 seconds towards the end of the trade. Also right here, I'm also on a very good win right in the market guys. So I'm going to go into the market to find another opportunity for a sell trade. So right here guys, I'm looking out for a selling opportunity right in the market. Let me enter it for a sell trade opportunity right at this point. The reason why I'm taking this trade is pretty much simple. The first thing I saw is the rejection of candlestick from the upper side of the Bollinger Band indicator, and if you could see, we're having a stable candlestick. You can see our candlestick pretty much right here is below the moving average line, which gives me very good confirmation to go into the market. Not only that, my CCI indicator is giving me a clear downward direction. It's moving from the overbought condition going towards a downside direction. That is another reasons why I take a trade right at this particular point guys. So anytime you want to take a trade, do ensure your two candlestick below the moving average line are pretty much consistent. In the case of a down trade or a sell trade, I always consider two strong bearish candlestick going towards a downside direction below my moving average line before I take a trade. And right here guys, I also took my third win right here. So anytime I'm trading this strategy, these are things I always put into consideration, and I'm always very patient to find a good confirmations before I take a trade. If my confirmation are not pretty much aligned, I don't take a trade. I hope you're getting it right. So guys, this is where I'm going to stop on this video. If you enjoyed this video so far and you're able to find value on this content, do ensure you subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so you miss any of our amazing videos guys. Till I see you again in another video, keep trading guys, and bye for now.